Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division 2 video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 1 versus 1 on Orsha North, and in this one I'm going to be using the 29th Tank Corps. On the opposing side, on the Axis, we have Harold Alexander, who is going to be using the 20th Panzer. Please remember this is beta, and therefore everything is subject to change. So, let's get some troops down. I've just placed a T-34-76 in the SU-57, sorry, on the right side. They're going to be pushing up there to assist some infantry that I'm also going to place in this area. I think we'll go for double Tanko Desaniki. These half tracks do seem to work well at closer ranges. Maybe I could even push all the way up to this area. That would then also allow me to get some flamers up there. So we'll bring in 2 flamers to accompany those Tanko Desaniki squads. I'm also going to require a command for that top side. So we'll bring that in, and I'll try and get them into a building further up so that they can give the veterancy to my vehicles as well. I am going to require some infantry that can push into these compounds in the center. So I'm probably going to rely on the flamer squads to begin with. So we'll bring in a few of those. They're very, very fast, so we can zoom into these towns quite nicely. We'll have 2 actually go into the town itself. Then I'll have 1 contest this compound. I'll have 1 that can take over this area. Actually, I'm probably going to just put it in this building on the left here. I'll have a normal Strelky squad with the PTRD capture the middle area. Then what we're going to do is have a couple of flamers for the town. We'll bring in a couple there. And we're also going to need a command on this side, so we'll bring in a Strelky Komroti, that is. I might also bring in an AT gun here. It's a pretty nice place for an AT gun. On the edge of there, you can shoot up onto this hill, you can shoot up this road, you can shoot up to the left if you want to. We'll go for a smaller one, just because they're cheap, and that way if the artillery does come in, it doesn't matter so much. That's good, that should sort out the town. I'll also bring in some Tanko Desaniki that can kill any units that get close. That will also give us a half track to help defend there. Then we need to sort out the left side. I'm probably going to play it defensively on the left. We will bring in a T-34-76 that can kind of just hold the ground there. And then we'll have probably a Tanko Desaniki. Can move up into the edge building. And if we have any flames left, we can use those on the left-hand side. Just put them into that building there. It always seems to be a good place to put flamers in this building. Because any infantry that comes out ends up bumping into them, and then you can get a pretty good advantage going on. I am tempted to bring in my IS, but I think we're just going to stick to T-34-85s. I could also just rely on the M10s, or even the ZIS-2s. Let's bring in a ZIS-2. We'll just put that up on the top for the time being, and I'll bring in another command unit to sit by that at the start. I'll also need command for the left, so we'll do that as well, and that can sit on the back side. I'll probably put it in the back building of that compound. I could put it on the edge, but they might reveal themselves and then they'd die, and that's not what we want. So other than that, maybe another SU-57 for the left side, or we could reinforce the right side. Let's bring in the T-34-85 over here. Provide us with a bit of a bang on that side that might be able to win out for us. That's us done. Let's say we're ready. And we'll get the game underway if Harold Alexander is as well. I'm going to tuck up all of my units in the meantime by dragging them like so. Like he is ready. So we'll just launch the battle. I'm going to select all of my units and give them shift unload commands. You can see the end of the fast move command turns to the unload command. You can always use the Y command if you don't want to do what I do. So, and then you get like a green line like this. But I do find the pathing a bit dodgy sometimes, so that's why I tend to use the fast move with unload. Honestly, that's something that's just left over for me from Steel Division Omni 44. I'm not entirely sure how good the unloaded position commands are in Steel Division 2, I just haven't really tried it yet. I'll just unload these guys, they could just chill there, that's actually a pretty good place for them. We should be able to take most of this position in the town. Probably going to have the Strelki move to the right a bit more actually. Strelki Komrati, and we'll have the Flamers near the road on the left side. All good. We currently have 15 points. And we have managed to take this part of the town as well, which is perfect. I think they're just very late because he's using Kiev Z70s actually, it doesn't have Opel Blitz, so that's quite good for us, at least. Gonna have those Flamers move up. Start pushing through here as well. There's likely to be something defending here. Gotta work out what it is. I also need to put some units in the middle. So bring in a couple of Strelki that can push through that light forest. I might also bring up a unit to capture the center there. Brilliant. So we actually aren't under any pressure yet, which is nice. We've captured 15 points on the map. And we're just waiting to get a little bit of information to find out where to attack. So I'll bring in some Dozor squads in the meantime, get some recon up that can help us throughout the game. The Ognemachiki are being RT'd, so we'll just fall back with those. That artillery was spot on. Okay, so we're going to have to invest in our own counter battery, I think. It is coming from quite far back though, so I'm not sure there's anything I can really do about it. Because my mortars wouldn't reach, they only have 3,000 meter range. We could bring in our own mortars to just attack his infantry, and that way potentially win the engagement, but we shall see. My Ognemachiki have recovered slightly. If they can fully recover, that'd be perfect. And then what we can do is we can jump back through and try and take out those Panzergrenz if we find them. I'm going to bring up a couple more tanks in the meantime on this right side, and they can push into the town from the back area. Let's have the M2A1 push more aggressively through here and see what we can find, because I've got a lot of resources invested on this right side. I don't want them to just sit around and do nothing. We'll give them queued up orders for smoke. I'm going to bring the T-34 off the hill there, or bring the M2A1 down as well. It's actually smoke. Okay. That's okay. The Tanko Desaniki are just going to continue to use their smoke there, and then we'll have them charge forwards. And then the Ognemachiki can probably burn them out, honestly. We shall see. We can get into range. Great. So is that going to be the point captured? I don't think it is. There's probably another unit here somewhere. But we can use this opportunity to get our tanks to the edge of the hill. And artillery is very obnoxious. We're going to have to probably Katyusha that in the mid-game. Where are my BAs? We'll have these hide. I think that one's being shot at by the IG at the moment. Let's move these back forwards. That artillery's come in, then I'm quite happy to just do my thing and continue on. Yeah, it does seem as though he's like targeting the units he can see, so whenever he's not firing at something, we're better off just attacking somewhere else. We'll move up these armoured vehicles again now that the artillery stopped. Tanko Desaniki there, look at the melt that Ersatz. Really, really nice. So T-34 going to come up. Should be able to take out this unit on the left side. There's some Sturm Pioneers that are there that we want to get rid of. Engage these T-34s at range. And it's probably worth just bringing in another T-34-85 on this hill. Actually, let's just pull back from that hill engagement because we're not going to win it with that artillery coming in. There goes our half track. We captured that point. Unfortunately, my command died. I think they just revealed themselves too much. We are going to want to salvage this left side. Let's bring in a couple of T-34-85s to assist. A lot of artillery coming down. Let's just throw some smoke grenades out and we'll advance towards the potential Panzergrenz here. Okay. Do have a couple infantry coming up to capture this compound. Let's just throw the smokes and get as close as possible. Oh dear, that's not good. T-34 in position. We have a couple of T-34-85s coming down, so that should get killed off. Let's move forward with these Ognemachiki, then if the Ersatz get too close we can just melt them. There we go, lovely. On this side, let's just get into the compound here. We are right next to the Sturm Pioneers. They can't actually engage us properly. I need this T-34 to come out and engage. We could also have these Strelky DPs unload. They will help us out for sure with their PTRDs. Oh, shoot a kill. Oh, perfect. Okay, well they burnt that out. That's fine. Let's just get my T-34 right next to that and we'll just kill them off. This T-34 is still alive, which is nice. Let's bring in some Tanko Desaniki on that left side. We need to start controlling these close range engagements. Okay, good. That's the T-34 is taken care of. And the Sturm Pioneers, they're also going to go down. I didn't even use these mortars yet, did I? Whoops. Well, we can hit that IG on the edge of the hill there. We might get counter-batteried, so I'll give them the order to move straight away afterwards. And we'll bring in the IS to that left side. We're going to need something with a bit of oomph to break through those T-34s that he's bringing up. Get my SU-57 to move up. That can start hitting these things on the road. Although we won't really want to engage Voyager Stalin like that. Also probably don't want to engage all of the pack guns that he's unloaded. Okay. Well, these T-34s can push across here. That's great. We can bring these Strelkys up. I'll bring my BA-20 over there as well. Let's move this AT gun over to the left side. And make sure that these T-34s are moving up. And what we can do is just charge forwards with the half tracks, distract the T-34. Nice. Right, that should be easy done. That BA-20 is actually doing a pretty good job for us there, but we're going to surrender this nicely. That track's broken, so he's stuck in position. I'm going to bring in my Boston here just to help out with those engagements. Actually, we'll strafe the AT gun. Definitely need to get rid of that. Okay, and now it's time for the Avdomachiki. Oh, that Boston certainly rips those to shreds, doesn't it? We'll just strafe the T-34. And when we do have these units like sat up on this hill, I can move that T-34 over to the right side. I hug these trees so that if anything comes up we can get shots on. Good. Alright, so let's just push on up. Quite aggressively. And we can basically attack any unit that comes towards us. We should be able to pin these down in time. Yep, good. There's my Boston when I need it. We'll strafe the IG. Need to kill that. Okay, good. Absolutely perfect. Boston is an absolute menace. It really is. Let's smoke off these Tanko Desaniki, and then we can run the opposite direction of those Zats. We captured back that point. That's great. Let's bring over my aircraft here. I'll bring in my LA-7. We'll go shoot down whatever this is. Bring in another Boston while we're at it. Start strafing more of these units. That's some heavy artillery. Let's strafe that, please. Strafe that. Strafe that. Strafe that. Oh, we killed it. Okay, nice. We killed the... I don't even know how that happened, but we killed the IS-2. It must have been a side shot. That was very nice. Very nice indeed. Unload this half track. Kill off the Beobachter. And we need to unload these Avdomachiki as well. One of my units have now been surrounded though, so that's not good. Let's just strafe these guys. Boston A-20 is certainly gone far off. We have full air superiority at the moment though. Let's bring in some more units on this left side. I need to recover this. I think there is this unit of ersatz in here that's causing us to get surrounded all the time. Let's push into this town with the Strelki, and we're going to get some Katyushas, and hopefully we'll be in range if I bring them up onto the top of this hill to hit the enemy artillery. I'm going to bring in another T-34 to the right side. And I should probably also bring in some more infantry here just to back this up, because there isn't much left at the moment. This is really awkward for me at the moment because I don't know where any of their forces are because I'm playing past the front line. Okay, that's quite a lot of AA. Let's just evac for the time being. I'm okay with that. These guys don't have smoke, so they're going to have to fall back. My Flamer squad's doing a great job of holding these areas at the moment. Hopefully we can sneak that one forwards. We're going to lose that area. That's unfortunate. Let's bring in the IS to the top here. And our Katyushas won't quite be in range. Maybe I need to move them a little bit further forwards. It's going to be really risky. Like, really risky. Because if we're in, like, corrected shot range, you can probably fire at me before we've even ended our salvo. At least we managed to sort of capture back this side. We'll have our sapling come through here, and then they can push up like so. Move the Straki across a little bit. If we can find the Panzergrenadiers that were in here, we can shoot them to death. So far, so good. And my Katyushas, oh man, if they get spotted, this Ju-87 is just going to kill them, right? And we'll bring in an LA-7 to just take that Ju-87 out of the sky. They're really fast, these LA-7s. They did manage to kill my tank, unfortunately, but my LA-7 got its own back. Hopefully we can strafe this and the Jaeger or so to death. Okay, never mind. Too much AA. So we're almost in range of that artillery. Just so annoying that we're like just a little bit too far out. I mean, if I give the order like so, they'll just move into range of fire, which I think is fine. But we are going to require a couple tanks here to push out. I'm going to bring in another IS for the hill. This is crazy. This works. I'm going to be happy for sure. Bring in a couple supply vehicles, ready to resupply those. We've barely been using our mortars. Move them up a little bit more. And I'm going to bring in some more counterattack with the half-tracks that can support Avtomachiki running into the town. But we've taken good control of this side, so let's just spread out our infantry a little bit. It looks like my Soroki there managed to kill one of the units of infantry before it unloaded, maybe. That's nice. Might even do the same here with the flamers. Launch that grenade. Nice. Smoke that off. And we're good for now. Just some slight infantry micro there. Saved us a lot of hassle. And we're going to have these T-34s attack the town on the right. I'm going to just put down some mortar fire here, and we'll make sure to move them back afterwards. And then what we can do is charge with that infantry. I'm just going to have the T-34s actually charge down into the town, because I don't want to engage these martyrs from range. I'm going to bring in a commander here, and we'll move that commander away. Alright, it looks like we're going to require a bit more infantry here. Unless, I guess, we can get the better of the Ostrup, and there's only like one man in that squad. Another Ju-87D5 cluster bombs that to death. That's not good, not good at all. Hopefully we can shoot it down. Be worth it if we can. Looks like the AA is just too good right now, which is unfortunate, but we still have enough to buy in a couple of T-34-85s. And we're pushing hard onto this area, so should be able to wreck these Panzergrenadiers and take control. We're currently 15/10, or 9 now. If we take back this left side, that'd be great. My Katyushas haven't even got back to resupplying yet. Let's just drop some mortars on the backside of these pioneers so that we can help pin those down. I might get my T-34 to get involved as well. There's no AT on this infantry, so we can get quite aggressive with the T-34. I do like having these sort of close range engagements. Get some abdomen cheeky here just to defend that point and make sure that we don't lose it, because we will win in 2 minutes if we continue as is, which is nice. I really want to use my Bostons, but there is a lot of anti-air at the moment, so probably not the best bet. Did both of those Martyrs die? I think they did. They tried to attack my IS-2s, but we have 2 of them on the hill here. I haven't even used a commander all game. We could just bring in a commander to make these 2-star ISs to hold that hill. We managed to control the right side well. He's been arting this to hell. Look at that. The buildings are just utterly destroyed. And currently just taking cover in those. We have our T-34 set up to ambush, so we're all good. Couple decent shots there from the T-34-85s. Going to get the job done. And yeah, it won't be long until we can get the front line back on this left side, and unfortunately for Harold it looks like we are going to win shortly. And these Abdoma cheeky push out. Make a little bit more ground before the end of the game just to be cheeky. So let's just get aggressive. Stern Pioneers, they're not firing back because they only have 100 meter range, and we're currently engaging them from 111 meters. So that's the Stern Pioneers dealt with. Nice. Now we'll carry on through there. The main thing here is just relieving these units from behind enemy lines. That Ju-87 did manage to get the kill onto my T-34, but my infantry is still alive and we're still controlling the point, so we are going to win in 22 seconds currently. Let's just push up with our units here, capture back this point. We can bring in a couple infantry on that side if we want as well. And we still have 145 points left. These T-34s, looks like that was a trade 1-for-1. And now can we make it 2-for-1 in our favour? Oh, saved by the bell there, the Panzer IV. And that is a minor victory in 22 minutes and 35 seconds. So I have my division set up for Maverick, and it seems that that worked out really well. We had the slight step up in Phase A, and then even more of a step up in Phase B. And since we already kind of had the advantage in Phase A, it really snowballed our lead, and that worked pretty much perfectly. It's 2,110 kills in the end to 1,500 losses. Really awesome game against Harold there, so thanks to him for playing. T-34-76 managed to take out an enemy T-34. This IS-2 though, cleaning up 2 of those Panzerjäger RSOs. They're only 35 points apiece though, so it's not a massive payoff for that IS. I don't think it even did pay itself off with all 4 of those kills. These Bostons though really saved us from the IGs and the packs and so on as we continued the engagements, and also strafing the enemy tanks really helped out. Looks like it did manage to kill off one of the Hummels with the Opel Blitz, which is really good. So it stopped a lot of that arty pressure that was put on from the very start of the game. And since I didn't have any mortars to counter battery, Harold had the advantage with the artillery early on. Thankfully, we were pushing in multiple places at once, so it wasn't able to really keep up with what we were doing. And that way, although it was effective artillery, it didn't matter because I could just push somewhere else whilst the artillery was busy. So that's how it worked out in the end. And of course, you got to remember that the 20th Panzer is a B2 division, so the 29th, in theory, should win anyway. So yeah, awesome game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.